He is the Northern English bastard. He comes from the land where the rainbows are black and white. He is the Northern English bastard. He roams the cobbled streets in his clogs and flat cap at night.
Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. Well, after the whatever bullshit that happened in the last part of Season 5, let's waste no time and do what Robin does to pussy by diving straight in. So, slutty ladies and not so gentlemen, this is Stranger Things 5 Volume 2. Stranger Things theme tune, fart noises again. So if you watched the last part, we saw Will turn into a bone-breaking, nose-bleeding badass with the same powers as 11. But unfortunately, they failed to save some kids, so they still have to find the Vecna. So Holly and Max must find a way out of Vecna's dream world. 11 has found what's-her-face from that episode in Season 2 people bitched about, and guess what? She's still fucking awful in this. But oh no, Vecna is brainwashing kids so he can mold them into his new world or some shit.
I don't care, son. I just do not care.
And it is a slight improvement of the last one, but only a slight. After a rocky start where Steve pretty much acts like an arsehole, he and Dustin manage to be a little bit likeable together again. Even Robin manages to calm down the annoying trying to be a dog couple but ends up being obnoxious stick, but still pretty annoying. And even Jamie Campbell Bowles managed to be pretty intimidating against the Vecna. In fact, the plot with him brainwashing the kids to go against Holly and Specky Cartman was pretty sinister, and Campbell really sells the creep factor, especially in the scenes where he's being kind and nurturing towards the kids. In fact, he's much scarier when he's not caked in makeup, because you know that the monster lurking underneath the person who's supposed to be kind and caring towards you can make more of an impression. But sadly, this second part still manages to go full retard, because once again the characters are just there. Clues are dropped in conveniently, and it really doesn't help that the script constantly relies on Deus Ex Machina crap for the characters to get themselves out the corners or whatever, because the writers write themselves in the corners. But for example, there's a scene where Nancy and Jonathan end up shooting an exotic portal thingy which causes parts of the Upside Down to be sucked into oblivion, resulting in Nancy and Jonathan getting trapped in a room, being flooded with thick goopy white liquid where they romantically break up. Yeah, seriously, they romantically break up, and when it's looking like they're about to drown, it suddenly stops for some reason.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Or when 11 manages to create a force field to prevent What's-Her-Face and Hopper from getting sucked into oblivion. Or when Holly finds a way out only to fall to her death but then is conveniently kidnapped again. Or when Max suddenly hears Kid Bush being played despite the fact, I forgot his name, Black Kid had constantly been playing it to her, yet she was none the wiser before. Also, why is Nancy still the only one using a gun despite the fact Jonathan taught her how to use one, yet never uses one himself? Why haven't they taught Steve to use one? Also, in the climax in the first part, why didn't they steal any flamethrowers since they were just lying there? Christ, with the only weapons that can be used against the Demogorgons, you'd think that would be a no-brainer. Yeah, I know you need training on those things, but with the way they've written fucking Nancy to be this fucking gun-toting Mary Sue, it would have made sense for Nancy to unrealistically be automatically capable of handling something so dangerous. In fact, let's have Mike's mom suddenly make a full recovery and handle one herself. And after that fucking oxygen tank in the washing machine to load Demogorgons to their death trick, why not? No, seriously, she fucking does that. Like she's some kind of Rambo supermom. Despite showing no hints in the previous seasons, she was even capable of anything like that.
Fuck off! Fucking dick!
Oh, Duffer Brothers, you really went full retard this season. Oh yeah, and Will's gay, by the way.
We know!
I said Will's gay, by the way.
We know!
I said Will's gay, by the way.
Fuck you.
Hear me, stop ignoring me, you bigots. And if you think I'm being obnoxious, that's nothing. Because after everyone has a plan to reach Vecna, everybody halts it just so Will can have a fucking meeting to come out. And it takes 4 minutes. Seriously, 4 fucking minutes. God, it's painful to watch. It just goes fucking on and on with Noah Schnapp's doing the same whimpering acting he's been doing the last few seasons. For fuck's sake, time is against you. Lives are at stake. There are more important things at hand than your sad gay boning for Mike.
Ha! Gay!
But no, Netflix had to tick the fucking box again. And don't get me wrong, I'm not that bothered Willie's gay, but the moment I saw this scene, I could feel and taste the smugness of the diverse box-ticking morons who wrote this scene. And you can tell they were proper getting high on the smell of their own farts. There was a way to have Will come out without coming across cringe. In fact, let's change it. Mike calls people to get people ready to go through with the plan. Will tells them, before we go, I need to tell you something. Mike says, you're gay. Yeah, we know. We all know. Right now we've got more important things to worry about. There. Only took a few seconds. Showing his friends still love him no matter what without turning them into idiots who post missions for Netflix box ticky crap. Also, that moment where they all hug, but this is the 80s, you know, when AIDS was prevalent amongst the gay community and everyone was paranoid around gays, worried they would get AIDS off them. Wouldn't their real reaction be this?
I don't want to get AIDS.
But fuck it, let's move on from this review because I was really hoping this would get better and sadly it didn't get better. Like I said, some things did improve, but it wasn't enough to restore my faith for the final, which will be out in the new year. Thank God it's going to get a feature-length movie and not 5 hours of people doing shit and explaining shit for the sake of explaining shit and doing shit. There's no stakes. Anytime it looks like someone could die, something conveniently comes along to save them, robbing the show of any tension. In fact, the entire show is made up of conveniences and too many characters again. So overall, it's another cluttered, plodding mess, and Jesus Christ, that final better be fucking worth it. Whether you beautiful bastards are Northern English or not, thanks for watching, and fuck this, I'm off to the pub.